Score study. And I realize this is going to sound a little, sound like heresy, some of these. But understand what I'm saying. Listen to the whole package before you jump up. I don't think, for score study, I should say, score study for practical reasons first. Practical reasons first. I don't believe, and here's the subject, I don't believe that extensive and comprehensive score study is needed as we know it is needed initially. It is needed, but I don't think initially it is. I think you need to have an understanding of what this thing is like, where you want to go with it initially, and then after you have a chance to work that a little bit, get an idea of where you're headed with it, then you go back and you do that extensive and comprehensive score study. But I don't think we need comprehensive score study as we know it at the very beginning. I do believe that there must be specific plans to rehearse trouble spots and to offer a solution to them. I think we study scores, certainly initially, but all along. We study scores, one of the reasons we study scores is as a means for finding and therefore offering an approach to a problem solving. That's a lot of jabber. I don't even know what I said. I think what I was trying to say was this. In our initial studying of the score, we need to look at these spots we know are going to cause problems. And we look at what can be done about that. Would it work better if that passage of 16 notes were, rather than being all slurred, would it work better if they were slurred in groups of 4? Would it work better if they were tongue 2, slur 2, slur 2, tongue 2? Would it work better, or does that damage the integrity and intent of the music? Those are the kinds of things. If I have the entire trumpet section entering on top line F, then going F up to A with some 16ths, ending up on the high C, the entire trumpet section. My empirical data collection over the years tells me that's not going to work. In fact, the empirical data collection my first year of teaching told me that would not work, the whole trumpet section playing up there. And there are composers who, for some reason, will admit today, well, I don't know anything about instruments, I just write what I hear. I'm a little concerned with that. I won't go any further with that. But we pick up the score, we see the entire trumpet section scored up there. We know it's not going to work. We need to try to place our students in a position where they can succeed. And if you have trumpet players that cannot play comfortably in tune with characteristic tone above third space C, do not put them in a position you know they're going to fail. That's what I mean by that kind of score study. Better approaches to the problems. Study for that. Here's something I'm really big on. Stop the ensemble. Don't just say, let's do this again. The logical response to that is, why? Every time we stop, I believe we should give assignments. And I suggest we give no more than 3. What's an assignment? Stop. Trumpets, that's not going to work. You two guys play that top octave. The rest of you move down and play that lower octave and read it for us there. The clarinets, that's not working because of the syllable you're using. You're using a D-A-W syllable rather than a D-E syllable. The voicing is correct. The tongue is too low in the back of the tongue is too low in your mouth. Let them say ah, say E. In the upper register. Okay, got those? Let me hear you guys do that. Great. Now everybody. See, I've given 2 little assignments. I've not just stopped and said make it better, nor have I stopped and say, let me give you the first 10, let me give you 10 things I want you to change in this place. You know how many they're going to remember? Maybe 3. Probably. Give little assignments. I stop a good bit in my rehearsals, but the closer I get to a performance, the more I want them to be able to put it, you stop the whole. I want them to be able to play that. I want them to see how the parts and the assignments all fit together. So when you stop and give assignments. I'm turning page for number 6, but the other thing on this number 5 is learn to identify in your score preparation the 4 rules, or 4 things. First of all, your volumes in your score study. Remember the rule of thumb that I say to you when I have the privilege of standing in front of you, either in a group like this or in a rehearsal setting. Volume written on the page is not an indication of how loudly you play. What is it, Kathy? It's an indication of how loudly you are heard, for example. Because she's heard that pair winds for 107 years. All the time I was conducting. Volume doesn't indicate how loudly you play, it indicates how loudly you heard. What does that mean? Trump, upper brass, upper woodwinds, upper register, double F, forget about it. You don't need to play double F. Why? If the wind's right, you can hear it 3 blocks away. You don't need to do that, right? You're paired with French George, middle lower register, marked double forte. Who's going to win that battle?